Hi, it's David McLean with Living in the GTA. On this channel, we look at everything to do with real estate in the Toronto area. That's both the freehold market and condos. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click below the subscribe button so you don't miss any new and upcoming content. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Now, on today's video, we're going to do a quick overview of where we've been this past year in 2020. That couldn't end quick enough. I'm sure everyone is in agreement on that one. And sort of a prediction looking forward into the early part of 2021 to see where things might be in the Toronto real estate market moving forward. So stay tuned. Now, if we look at the market overall, that's all housing types combined, we are still incredibly robust. And in fact, we're on track to stay within our 5-year average. And 2020 will actually be the second highest year in terms of sales in the GTA in the last 5 years. Now, this might be surprising to some people who are aware that, of course, the condo sector has taken a significant hit. There's been a real cooling in the condo market here in the GTA, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And I know I sound like a broken record, but the reality is in terms of freehold housing in the downtown central core, they're just not building that much of any new housing stock. So in terms of asking, is this a time that I should buy in terms of freehold product? My advice would be don't wait. The longer you wait, certainly into the new year when we see an improvement in terms of the economy that everyone thinks is going to come and is predicting that will come once we get vaccines out, the rollout happening, and the cases go down in COVID and life starts to return to normal. Freehold is already competitive. So once we return back to a more sort of stable market, the more intense it's going to be. So the longer you wait for freehold, the pricier it's going to be and the more competition there's going to be. So let's just quickly look at some price values in terms of the freehold market. So in terms of the detached homes in the Greater Toronto area, in the last year over year, we've seen an increase of 8.7%. So that brings us to an average price of $1,477,226. Now for semi-detached, that's up a little bit year over year to 8.8% and an average selling price of $1,160,911. Now in terms of condos, this is by far the story of 2020 for the Toronto real estate market. We have seen a significant softening that we haven't seen for quite some time. Now in terms of average prices for condos, we've seen a decrease of at least overall in the GTA of 3%, even though it's probably even higher than that in terms of a negative number in the downtown core. The average price for a condo in the city now is about $640,208. And it's really the amount of inventory in the condo sector that has really impacted the pricing. We've seen an increase this past several months of 300% year over year for the amount of inventory available for sale. This is brutal. There's no other way to say it. So if you're selling a condo right now or wanting to sell a condo, you may not see the incredible returns from that you were hoping for, but even if you've held it for 3 to 5 years, you're going to see a good return. It's just that when you're seeing a line go like that, when it kind of goes like that, you're like, oh. The reality is if you do want to sell or need to sell, you have to be realistic about the price, and pricing is everything right now. In terms of the should I buy right now, again, broken record, this couldn't be a better time to obtain a condo in the downtown or central core of the city. We've got some incredibly news in terms of interest rates. We've actually seen interest rates below 1%. Now, everyone might not qualify for that, but when you see the really low interest rates and you marry that with the availability of choice, the price reductions, this is the story right now at the end of 2020, is that this is a buyer's market for condos, and anyone who's been waiting on the sidelines or sitting on the fence, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be taking advantage of this. And while there is still a lot of uncertainty, it looks like 2021 is going to be a great year moving forward. And I'm very hopeful, as I'm sure you are as well. So if you are thinking about real estate in the coming year, you've got some questions, you're still not sure, you'd like some answers, I'm never too busy to talk to you. I can be reached directly at 416-528-3658 or send me an email. And I'm never too busy for you to pick my brain about anything to do with real estate. So I look forward to talking to you real soon. I wish you all the best of times for the coming holidays, even though it might be more intimate and small than it has in the past. Have a great holiday, and wishing you all a great new year.